Okay, so let's talk about something real. Am I the only one who has friend trauma? Like, trauma from bad friendships? Sometimes it feels like I am, but I know realistically that I'm not the only one. I hear people talk about it all the time on social media. Like, to be honest, without social media, I really know a lot of people who experience friend trauma. And at first, I really didn't even know that was a real thing. Just like family trauma, friend trauma is real. Okay, so the stigma of being friendless. Now, people say it's a red flag to not have a lot of friends, but honestly, I think it's the other way around. I think it's a red flag when people has a lot of friends. Like, they call everybody friend, they call everybody best friend, they have like 5 best friends, 5 friend groups. To me, that's a red flag based off what I've experienced and what I've seen other people experience. Like, yeah, personally, I think it's a red flag, because nowadays you could call somebody your best friend and they literally will sit there and watch you drown.
For family, for the wrong people. The money, I done gave people money. I done bought houses. I done paid for divorces.
Now think about how I feel as your friend.
And then let me tell you, I'm gonna get there. And I've done all that. And then the right people come around that have the purest heart, that love you so much, and you're stifling and you're looking and you're paranoid and you're looking people up and down and you're it's anxiety. That's not coming from a healed place. It's coming from, like you said, bitterness. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's like a guard is up.
And sometimes from the public perception, it's like being a best friend with a celebrity. Everybody thinks that, oh, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got
it, or they helping you.
Baby, when I tell you, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom, all this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like, to not have resentment in my heart towards you, because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like, I love him. That's my soul. And I can't nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid. Because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend, somebody who has it, it's hard to digest, because everybody around you, nobody would ever, they're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now. All this year.
In less than 12 months.
What?
Like, literally just sit there and watch you go through the struggle, and all they have to say is,
dear Jesus. And
like, let's be real. The best friends don't be best friending nowadays. Like, people just call them other people best friends and give them these titles, and they did horrible things to them and they just get over it. And I get the concept of forgive, but me, I can forgive for me and God, but I can't forget certain things. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's just how I feel about it. But no, like, seriously, like, if you see your best friend struggling and you're in a position to be able to help them, I don't feel like that's love. I don't feel like that's loyalty. I don't feel like that's a real friendship. Another thing that gives me friendship trauma is jealousy and competition. Sometimes a friend can want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them.
Recently, I have this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted.
Like,
I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. She's like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together? How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires I want to do it together.
Yeah.
And there was a point in my life where I had that and it was crumbled. So I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years.
Maybe the longest season ever.
The longest season ever.
Yeah.
And I think, I know that's what it was. But I was so convicted. I called you right back. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like your friend, she just told me she was doing something so bomb.
Yeah.
So great. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
This has to get out of my heart.
For sure.
Like, what?
But if we just did that, nobody's looking for the perfect friend.
Man.
I just want my friends to be aware.
And honest.
I'm okay if you feel a little jealous.
Address it and fix it.
And some friendships go on for years and they don't really know or find out that this friend isn't really their friend until they're doing better than them. Like my situation, I had a best friend at some point and we were both going through it. Like we were there for each other through thick, through thin. Like things was getting tough. But, you know, when things were getting good for her, I was there for her. When she got married, I was there for her. When things was bad, I was there for her. But when I finally got married, when I found out I was pregnant, when I moved to Africa, the energy changed. And I started noticing that she started saying shady stuff like, girl, are you eating over there? Are they feeding you over there? Make sure they're not letting you be hungry over there in Africa. And I'm just like, that's kind of like shady. Like, what you trying to say? I don't know, like maybe you're joking, but I don't know. I just take that as an offense. First of all, I was being fed very much well. My husband is a chef. He cooks down, baby. When I moved to Africa, a lot of people may not know that I lived in Africa for like a year. And my husband cooked down for me, like treating me like a queen. And I noticed when I got there and like me and her became back cool, because we had a falling out a year before that, and then we became back friends again. And I noticed like when I was there with him, when I kind of needed her for like to talk to about certain things, she wasn't there as much as I feel like I was there for her. But I get like you can't expect people to do what you've done for them, and she helped me out in many ways when I was over there. You know, she supported me just like as I supported her in the past. You know, that's what friends are supposed to do. And once you're doing better than them, the energy shifts, and you need to pay real close attention to that. Like really pay real close attention to that. Like another friendship that I had in college, this girl I was friends with since freshman year of high school. This is a different best friend. Let's call her Mike Wazowski. I always call her that. So Mikey, she did me the dirtiest. Now Lena, we're gonna call the other best friend Lena. Like when me and Lena became best friends after me, Mike Wazowski was best friends, and she did me dirty. And Lena was there for me. But Lena, on the other hand, she didn't do me dirty, but she really hurt me really, really bad. Like when we got into it, when I was in Ghana, like we had a falling out, we had a disagreement, and it got so bad to where she involved her mom, and her mom was getting reckless about her mouth, and her mom even threatened my unborn child. So that right, and then she didn't even say nothing to her mom. She supported what her mom was saying. She was like, don't talk to my mom like that, B, and you're weird. Like I would never let nobody talk about your child. So that right there for me, it just cut it completely. I will never in life be your friend, because the thing that we fell out over, it would have been fine. Like we would have been able to talk about it. It could even been a misunderstanding, miscommunication. But once you really tell me how you feel about me, or you let somebody talk down on me or my child, it's up from there. Because anytime somebody talks about her child, I was ready to like rock it. Like I was ready to rock it with anybody. I don't care. Like I sent 10 toes behind this girl. But once she showed me that color, I'm like, yeah, it's not meant for us to be friends, you know. It's just not meant, you know. Once I leveled up and I was living this like different, out of ordinary type of lifestyle, living in Africa, you know, like I said, she was there for me when I needed her to be, but I was genuinely happy. And I don't think she was in a space where she was happy with her situation. And hey, like, some people will want you to do good but not better than them, because that's the energy that it was given. Like, I don't know, it was just really weird. But I'm not gonna lie, when that friendship ended, like, when that happened, I cried all night. You can ask my husband. I was pregnant, like, when all this was going on, and she let her mom talk about my baby, my unborn child. It was just like, bro, the way I was there for that girl, and she allowed that to happen, and she supported her mom talking about me, is just like, you really felt that way, and you a grown woman. Why would you let your mom get involved in a situation like that? You know, that's just really weird to me. But bad influence and disrespect. Now, this in my case is like, okay, yeah, I'm married, but even if somebody married in a relationship, or they trying to do better, they trying to move on in a different path of their life and just focus on them, it can become kind of disrespectful to the person's spouse. Like, especially if you're married and like you got a homegirl and they calling you saying that, oh, I met her with old dude today, and I met her with old dude the other day, and I don't know who to choose. Like, at some point, I will give you my advice. Shoot, I'll give you my advice time and time and time again about your situation. You're dealing with multiple guys. You know, I'm not judging, but at some point, if you want to get out of that position and you want to, like, I don't know if you want to do better, I don't know if you want to deal with multiple people, it becomes disrespectful to my situation. But yeah, birds with feathers flock together, and I don't want my husband thinking like I'm entertaining it in a way that I think like that. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, friends could be a bad influence. So another situation happened. I had a friend where she lived in another state as me, and she would call me and tell me about situations about different guys that she was like dealing with at once. And I'm just like, I feel like the best thing for you to do is most likely just choose one guy and talk to him. Like, even when I was single, like, I didn't believe in talking to multiple guys at once. It's just draining for me. I just cannot do it. On top of that, like, men, they just weird sometimes. It's just like, I ain't gonna get into that, but like, I would advise her, talk to one guy, or don't talk to no guy at all, and focus on you. Focus on your craft. Focus on what you want to do. Focus on your modeling. You're a beautiful girl. I want better for you. I'm tired of these guys playing with you, and they're not even helping your situation, and you trying to figure out life. Like, I'm telling you, girl, it's nothing but a distraction. And she just wanted to be outside. That's fine. But then you wanted to do this. You made your decision, right? But then you want it to be better. So I'm on the side where, hey, be better. And after so long, that got draining. Like, I'm telling you, you asked me my advice, and then yet you go do the same thing that, I'm not even gonna say mistake, the same decision that you made before. Because a mistake, okay, you can make it once and learn from it, but it's just like, you keep doing the same thing again and again. That's a choice. And it became draining to me. About some girly things, I want to talk about our brands, or the next trend that's out, or the clothes that we like to wear, or if you go thrift shopping, or how you decorate your house. I like those type of conversations when it comes to girl talk. And yes, it's okay to talk about guys, because you're a woman, you like a man, so you're attracted to a man, so I get it. But if the conversation is always about that, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. It's just disrespectful at some point. And if I'm coming and I'm hanging out with you, and we going out of town, we're going on a girls trip, or even if I'm coming over your house, we chilling, whatever we doing, and you having a guy come over and he bring his friend, and I'm married, it's a disrespect thing. Like, I've never been put in a situation like that, but it could become disrespectful to hang out with females who are like that when you are married. And that's why usually a lot of married girls don't have a lot of friends. And it's not to say married women are better than anybody. No, I'm not saying married women are better. Like, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But at some point it becomes a respect thing. Just like, as if you're a girl, if you're a woman, and your man got some homeboys, and his homeboys are single, and he going over his homeboy's house, and there's multiple women over there, and they have dressed, that's disrespectful to you, right? So it's the same thing. Like, let's be 100% honest. Gossip and talking ish behind each other's back. When I tell you the amount of times that I've seen this happen, like, and I know it's happened to me, I feel like once it's more than 3 girls in a friend group, it's gonna be some gossip behind somebody's back. I guarantee you. One talking about the other, one keeping a secret from the other. Like, I've seen this happen so many times. I just don't feel right keeping things from my friends or talking about another friend. Like, I've seen it so many times. Like, even with these 2 girls in college, they were calling each other best friend. Like, they grew up together, they went to the same high school together. One of them had left the room and she was dealing with this guy, and she was like, oh my gosh, she stinks, she got a smell to her that she just smells so weird. And I'm just like, you literally just met me a couple months ago and you're talking about your friend smelling like must and fish. That's your best friend, and you telling me that your best friend smell like fishy fish? I think you should tell her. Like, you're not her friend. That's not a friendship. That's a ticking time bomb. That is a ticking time bomb, and it's not going to last. And guess what? It didn't last. It just didn't last. And that friend group that I was in, they all turned on me. Like, I was the talk of the town. First of all, I was the prettiest one in the group. Let's be real. I was the cutest one in the group. Everybody would tell me that. Not to be arrogant, but it's the truth. We will literally be at parties and I'm literally sitting on the couch doing my discussion board that's due at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday. And I was in a Christian college. So yeah, I was having fun sometimes and stuff like that, going to parties. But baby, I was doing that homework. I don't know. It was just weird. They just gave weird energy, weird vibes. They turned on me. That's a whole nother story. Make sure you follow me on TikTok because I will be doing a story time about that whole situation. So make sure you follow me on TikTok, y'all. Period. The way I keep myself busy, away from not thinking about having friends, the way I keep myself grounded is, first of all, I'm a mom and I'm a wife first. First of all, yes, that's already a thing within itself. But you guys, I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on building my brand. I have a brand that I am building and it's called Better Blends Hair. You guys, amazing. I am the first ever to create mink synthetic hair. Mink synthetic hair is a high innovative, high resistance, heat resistance hair that is fully synthetic, that acts and looks and feels just like human hair. It lasts 1 to 2 years. You can wash it, you can detangle it. I don't recommend flat ironing it because a curl won't come back, and that's why I have a straight pattern too. You guys, I have been busting my on this brand and I fully believe it, and that's what I've been doing to keep myself busy, like focusing on that, focusing on content creation, getting back on YouTube, getting back into my purpose, talking to people who really needs to hear what I have to say, because most of the time when I'm coming on here and I'm talking, I'm speaking facts. Like, it's just nothing less than that. It's just facts, okay? What I've just been doing, you know, focusing on myself. And honestly, if you're friendless or whatever age that you're at, like any age can, without friends, can feel odd. It can feel lonely. Like when you're younger, when you don't have friends as a child, it's hurtful. When you're a teenager, it's really hurtful. Like you're in high school, you don't have any friends, it's so hurtful. College, you're trying to find out who you are. You're in the peak of trying to find out what you want to do in life. You don't have friends. It is hard. As an adult, it is also hard not having friends. But when you become an adult and you feel like you found your purpose or what you're good at or what makes you happy, even if you haven't and you're soul searching for that, I feel like that's the perfect time to be okay with not having friends, especially in today's age. Like, things has been getting so weird with friendship and exposing one another and just doing weird shit behind each other's back. Like, it's getting really weird out here. Like, I've heard so many crazy stories, like, oh my god, the list goes on and on and on. But being okay with yourself is number one. Let me tell you something, you have to heal yourself from that trauma. And there are good people out here. There are people who will be your friend, who will be a true friend, but until then, you have to heal that trauma within you. And you have to just be like, look, if I want a friend, I'm gonna surround myself around people that I want to be like, and who's doing better than me and who's spiritually there, like who has God in the front and center. That's just number one. Like, surround yourself with people who put God first, because most likely their intentions will be pure, more pure than people who puts God last. Stay away from people who gossip. Be around people who want something out of life and who wants to see you at your best. And even when you're at your best, they're supporting you. Even when you're at your lowest, they're supporting you. But other than that, and they're not doing that, don't go for the bare minimum, because in the end, you're going to regret it. And that's going to create more trauma. And you're going to feel like everybody is out to get you. Everybody is not out to get you. There is lots of prayer for protection. And just pray for protection. Pray for people with good intentions to come in your life. Like, I have my husband, I have my baby, and I have a sprinkle of family members that, you know, are there for me and I talk to sometimes, not all the time, not all day, but I'm blessed and I pray so hard to be where I'm at. How can I not be grateful for God for getting me where I'm at? This is not a season where I need friends. It's really not a season where I need friends. Friendship right now is very much draining because I'm always the one pouring and never receiving. So right now, I'm going to become my own best friend, and I'm going to pour into my own cup and continue to focus on me, God, and my family and my brand. And you should do the exact same. Let me tell you, do the exact same. You will be fine. You will forget even about having friends, because honestly, the way you're going to be focused on yourself, they're going to call you a lazy friend or a bad friend because you don't make time. Make time for you. And then once you work where you want to be in life, when maybe if that friend comes, you'll be able to make time for them because you set your life up in a way you can make time for those type of people. But for right now, if you don't have friends, you don't need them. Your rejection is God's protection. Point blank, period. Okay? So anytime you feel lonely, just think about that. Thinking about being your own best friend. Fall in love with being around yourself. Fall in love with being just with you. Even if you're single, you're not in a relationship, you don't have kids, the possibilities are endless for you to just shift your life. You just have to put the work into it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you follow me, follow my business page. Please support, you know, you guys, this hair industry thing. I'm gonna change it. Like what I have coming, I'm gonna change the hair industry. So just keep an eye on that, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell. See you later, y'all.